Good evening, ma'am,
Good evening.
and good evening to all the viewers. Hello, everyone. I am Tilottama Bardhan, a second year law student pursuing my law degree from Adamas University, and I'll be the host for today's session. So, today's session is all about right to privacy, banning of pornography in India. And we have Miss Nikita Bansal, who is a profound young lawyer, and she will be sharing her knowledge with us on this topic in this informational session. So, let me begin by introducing Miss Bansal to you all. Ms. Bansal has completed her BCom LLB from Banasthali Vidyapit, Rajasthan in the year 2021. Currently, she is enrolled in the Siliguri court. She is also the founder of an organization, namely Law Statistics. It is a youth-oriented organization which aims to give an online platform to the students, researchers, advocates, and every person related to law. So without wasting much time, we'll directly move to the interview. So, ma'am, could you please throw some light on the topic banning of pornography in India?
Yes, thank you, Tilottama. So, without wasting much time, I'll directly move into the topic. So, banning pornography in India, it's a very misunderstood concept. First of all, I'd like to say this because, like the word itself describes banning of pornography. So, this pornography thing is not banned. Okay, you can view it within the four walls. Okay, like if you are interested in watching a porn film, it's no wrong. Like within the four walls, you are accessing it, you are searching it. You can have an access to it. You can do whatever you want within the four walls, and it is prohibited only in the public or in a group. Like usually, it is found the hostel in hostels. The girls, the boys usually engage themselves in watching porns. So that is prohibited. But watching it in a closed room or within the four walls, it is not prohibited. Secondly, it is prohibited when it is transferred via WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, or any social media sites. Okay, like if I send you a film, okay, and it like if I send you a film and you might not be interested in that, or if you might be interested also, you cannot send that. Okay, so I feel Modi government has taken a very good initiative by banning the pornographic films or everything. So because Modi government do not have much time to go and just go in every room and see what these youngsters are doing and what this old generation is doing, because it is a part of right to privacy and you can exercise it, but it is a very misunderstood concept that it is banned. You can access it, you can watch it, you can do whatever you want within the four walls. It is a part of privacy. And moreover, the pornographic thing was banned because the increased use of smartphones, because nowadays you can see like even a 4 or 5 year students have a cell phone and they might be accessing it, but they do not have any idea what they're accessing it. Even if in YouTube, if you go, like when I used to surf phone at my younger age, they used to serve washing powder Nirma, or like Dove's advertisement, or like this Pond's advertisement, like such advertisement. But now, if you go and surf the YouTube, they'll show you all the sexual videos, or like you can see also in the Instagram page, like there are many page, they produce contents like that. They might be showing it as a lovers, or and even the like you can say the couples are sharing those posts. Oh, they are sharing the post via Instagram. That is also prohibited. So if you are doing so, it is, please do not do it. Okay. And
Yeah.
as per the reports of telecommunications, uh, the rate of this pornography thing had been increased, and India is among the top five. After Japan
Okay.
and China, India is among the top five which are doing these sort of thing. And mostly it is also creating a negative impact on children. And that is why I feel, as my personal experience, banning of pornography is a very good decision, and that's
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, moving to the second question. Is banning porn actually followed by the people of India, especially the teens, in spite of it being illegal? Because, ma'am, as we can see, it is still viewed by the people and is still available all over the internet. So, ma'am, do you think this might be a political agenda somehow?
No, 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 no. It cannot be a political agenda at all, because as per the ruling of Uttarakhand High Court, it was clearly stated. That time I don't remember the judgments, the case names, but yes, as per the ruling of Uttarakhand High Court, it was stated that put a ban on websites. 857 websites were banned, but it was temporarily banned. Why?
Okay.
To prohibit child pornography. The main reason of banning the pornography was due to child. See, when you go and this earlier, no, not earlier, now even on OTT platforms, if you go on Voot, Hotstar, or like Netflix, they'll clearly state that the above 18 or 18 plus content, or even if you go on MX Player, okay, any OTT platform, there is clearly written 18 plus. Even in cinema halls or theaters, if you go and watch the movies, it is clearly stated. They would first ask you for the Aadhaar card or a voter ID if it is an adult movie. So it is not a political agenda at all, as per my knowledge and my information.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, like you mentioned the term child pornography. So, can you like give a brief about that term to the viewers?
See, when it comes to adult pornography, you are an adult, you might be searching it, or you can search it, okay? And if I search the adult pornography, it is legal. One cannot be convicted because he or she has searched that particular thing on the internet, okay? But when it comes to child pornography, even if you search it on the internet, right, like child pornography videos of XXX videos of this child pornography, you might be convicted for that. Okay, when it comes to pornography, it isn't just the publication or transmission. Even having it, even having the possession of it is illegal. And in the case of adult pornography, I'm trying to differentiate between the two, okay? And in the case of adult pornography, you can have the thing in your phone, you can search it, provided it is kept in your private spaces, okay? But having the position of a child porn or child film, forcing a child to make the content, or any such activity, it is illegal under the law. Even to protect such laws, there are many provisions in the POSCO Act and IT Act. Like, I'll highlight some these sections. Like section 14 of the POSCO Act 2012 makes it crime to use a child or children for pornographic purposes. So the punishment is also prescribed 5 years jail plus fine. And if it is repeated again, then the minimum sentence is the minimum sentence. Okay, maximum can be like life imprisonment, whatever. Okay, but the minimum imprisonment is, if it continues for the second time, it's 7 years plus fine. Section 15 of the POSCO Act also makes it illegal to store or possess. Store or possess, like I mentioned it earlier also, you cannot possess. Even the possession of child pornography is prohibited. You cannot have it on your phone, you cannot have it on your laptops, anything, anywhere, you cannot have it. Even if you're watching it, like someone is showing you the clip, or suppose your friend is showing you a clip, see, देखो देखो देखो
Yeah.
ना, ये आया, देखो ये देखो, like, तो that is also prohibited. Only exception to this is if you're storing the content or possessing the pornographic material for showing it to the authorities as a proof. Okay, so I would like to give you one recent case. Earlier, this pornographic thing was not in high lamplights or limelights, sorry, limelights. Okay, it only came into the limelights when this Raj Kundra's case was And
Hi.
yes, Shilpa Shetty's husband. Okay, what he used to do, like the he and his brother. His brother was in UK that time, and what happened is the he made an application, APK file, sorry, APK file, which was neither available on the Google Play nor from where you can download Google Play Store or anywhere. But it is an APK file. When you download such file, like in Chrome, vagera, it is shown na APK file. APK files are those files which is not available in any such Google Play stores or any official sites, but then you can make such websites. Okay, they had made that website, and you might remember the application WeChat.
Yes, ma'am.
We Yes, WeChat was that application in which you can share a large amount of GBs. So Raj Kapoor found it very easy because his brother was in UK that time, and he used to make films in Mumbai with the help of actress or I don't know who all were involved in that situation, but then he used to create the content in Mumbai itself. So making the content is illegal. He used to transmit the films via this WeChat application. You might be remember this when Modi government banned these Chinese app. WeChat application was one such application. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so in case in this case also child was involved and actress was involved. So transmitting the files is itself illegal in India, and even in case of child pornography, the rules are even more stringent. And one more thing, in IT Act, Section 67B also states that it is punishable for anyone to publish or transmit material depicting children in sexually explicit acts in electronic form. So, with this provision, creating text for digital images or collecting, browsing, downloading, advertising, promoting, exchanging, or distributing any material that depicts children in obscene or indecent or sexually explicit matter is also prohibited. Okay, so yes, these are the
So,
conditions.
ma'am, I'd like to conclude this session with the last question. Ma'am, don't you think rather than banning pornography or child pornography and making it illegal, if the people and youth were provided with proper sex education, most of the problems would be resolved automatically? And like we get cases of rapes and violence against women. So, don't you think those cases would be resolved if we were given proper sex education?
Please repeat the question.
Ma'am, don't you think rather than banning pornography and making it illegal, if the people and the youth were provided with proper sex education, most of the problems like rapes and violence, which we get, would be automatically resolved?
See, firstly, I'll come to the rape thing and then the sex education. These are two different things. Okay, so see, uh, coming to the rape part, I'll give you one fine example. Okay, you might think it. You can give me your view also. What do
Yes,
you
ma'am.
think? Uh, Watching on a TV like Anushka Sharma and Virat Kohli getting married. Okay, तुम भी अपने सपनों का राजकुमार देख रही होगी बैठ के घोड़े में आ रहा है आराम से. You are admiring this thing ना, right, in a television. So can your needs be fulfilled by just seeing that couple getting married? Yes or no?
No, no.
No, right? Y- You might be thinking somewhere or the other कि ये काश ये भी होता, कोई भी होता मेरे साथ, and then like you might be also thinking कि अरे कोई मेरे साथ भी होगा, शादी वादी करेंगे आराम से रहेंगे. ये ये चीज हमारे दिमाग में चलती रहती है. Coming to the your question, the rape question, sorry, pornography and the thing you are relating it with, the rape thing. Uh, See, watching a film. Okay, I'm coming to the rapist only. Okay, rapist and watching the film. Rapist being watching the pornographic thing. If a rapist is seeing a pornographic video, he might be seeing that woman in with that intention only, because in our criminal law, intention is the one of the finest thing. Okay, so intention is seen before deciding anyone as a rapist or anything. Okay, intention is seen, the mens rea is always seen. So if a person is watching a pornographic thing, will his needs be fulfilled by just seeing it?
No.
No, right? So if that person wants to, like you said, that decreasing of rapes, so if that person is seeing that woman with that intention, that I want that woman, I want, so if he gets out of his four walls, don't you think he will see you or any other female with that intention only, because he wants it? So I don't think so. Giving watching pornography and would decrease the porn rates. I guess the correct answer will be legalizing of prostitution.
Hmm.
One could
Yes.
legalize prostitution, but then pornography, I don't think so. If legalizing uh, pornography, as I earlier said, it's a very good decision, because uh, the contents are being watched by just 15, 16, 17 years old children who don't even know what is it.
Yes.
So I feel it should, and it's not even convenient for me if supposedly I watch the film, I'm watching that film, and somebody just enters into my room, and it's a very delightful thing to watch, and it's not needed. Rather than, if you want to fulfill the needs or whatever, you could just legalize the prostitution thing, and yes, one could do it, because admiring the things is, I guess, a very different note. Like I mentioned you the example of Anushka and Virat Kohli. Seeing that person getting married wouldn't fulfill my desire of getting married, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
likewise the situation goes the same. Like have two-person having sexual intercourse in a pornographic film will not satisfy my needs, right?
Yes.
So this is the main reason. Second, coming to the sex education part, sex education and pornography. What was the question? Sex education, pornography. Can you please repeat?
Ma'am, like if the people and the youth were provided with proper sex education, most of these problems would be like resolved.
Same. Education and watching, legalizing pornography again are two different things. See, sex education is basically the childrens are made. It is an awareness program, you might say. Okay, the children are made aware of the facts कि, uh, this is a proper touch. The children are like made aware about the condoms, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this ultimately this MTP Act of Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act, the sex education is given, like, because like the consequences a child faces because of the lack of information. So when I was in like 8, 9 or 10, I don't remember, we were not taught about sex education, and neither we were very like verbal with our parents, like we can just talk. Sex word is a taboo now, and
Yes, ma'am.
taboo, like you cannot just use the word. Oh, what is she saying? Eh, धीरे बोलो. What are you
Yes, ma'am.
saying? It is a taboo. And right now, I don't know about the peers right now, but then it was a taboo when I was there in my school time, or not in the college time, but yes, in the school time. It was then when we used to read the chapters, the students used to laugh like, the students used to laugh like, अगल बगल में देख के, they used to just laugh. What is this word? What is this word? Because they do not have any knowledge about the fact what it is all about, because we were not taught. This generation, your generation people are very much aware of the fact. You guys are very verbal about your body, you're very verbal about your skin, you're very verbal about everything. So sex education, like I don't know if you were educated about it, and most of the schools, like when national education policy had come, the sex education was one of the major grounds of education ki nahi sex education to lena bahut zaruri hai. One more thing, when a girl or boy reaches its puberty stage, no one in my when I was at a younger age, no one told me like these are your private parts. No one is allowed to touch you. No, I don't know. हम लोग में इतनी समझ थी या फिर लोगों को इतनी थी कि क्या था, I don't remember. But then yes, the rapists are from that generation only, I feel.
Yes, ma'am.
Our generation, because we weren't taught, and the uh, most of the rapes are now rape rapes are what do you call it, I'm not getting the word right now, so let's just skip this topic. uh, okay, I'd like to even tell you about the landmark judgments.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the Justice KS Puttaswamy and ANR versus Union of India and others in 2018. The right of privacy was recently ruled to be guaranteed as the basic right and safeguarding the right to life in Part 3 of the Indian Constitution. It was made the fundamental right. It was included in the Part 3 of the Indian Constitution, right to privacy. So I told you that uh, you can watch porn in the within the four walls. That is respecting your privacy. That is right to privacy. Secondly, one more major event happened. Boys locker room event.
Yes,
You,
ma'am. I remember that.
yes, it was a major event in Instagram. It was, and Twitter. This case was highlighting where the person, the boys, this modified the pictures or the photographs of the girls. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
and moreover, this nowadays most of the fake accounts are being created in the Instagram, so that
Yes.
also comes under the part of right to privacy. And um, in the Nirbhaya case, an amendment was made, major amendment was made in the year 2013, introducing a number of changes in the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973. Section 344D was fully amended. Monitoring a woman's use of internet, email, or any kind of information is included in 354B. You cannot use a woman's picture, you cannot use any such information, or like I'll give you one example. Like, suppose you are dating someone, and your boyfriend, you send a nice picture of yours. Maybe you are okay with sending him whatever picture you like. Okay, you have sent a picture to your boyfriend or whatever. Okay, you even if I relate it to the husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend are the okay weakest part. Okay, the you can come to husband and wife. Even if a wife sends a picture to husband and the husband goes around in a group, oh dekho, come
Hmm.
chilling with the boys, right? You cannot show it. You cannot show it. It is a violation of the right to privacy. You cannot show it anyhow, any way which you cannot show it. So this was included in the Nirbhaya case and the this amendment, and also it was highlighted in the Puttaswamy's case in right to privacy. Okay, so I would give a brief highlights of the section. So
Yes.
see, private adult pornography viewing is legal. Okay. So
Yes.
next time you tell me it is banned, you cannot see it. Just see that private adult pornography is legal. Creating or producing pornographic content is prohibited. You cannot create it, but like it's a gray matter.
Hmm.
It is a gray matter sort of thing. If it is available, you can have an access to it, but the government has put a ban on it. The websites are banned, so how will you get an access to it? If you have it on your phone, you can see it, but then now they you go and search. If you get it,
Yeah.
you might enjoy it. Okay, creating or producing pornographic content of any type is prohibited. Okay, like I mentioned in the Raj Kundra's case, you cannot create because he was the creator. Forcing any woman of any age, whether your spouse, see, I mentioned it in this right to privacy thing, even the spouse or a friend to view porn is criminal. You cannot force someone कि चलो आओ बैठो देखो. You cannot force anyone, and even if you are watching it in a group, it's prohibited. It is illegal to watch or share any type of child pornography or even search it. You cannot search it. You cannot share any type of child pornography. Watching porn in a group or in public location is prohibited. This in one of the meetings in Rajya Sabha, in MP, the MP MLAs of MP, they were seen watching porn in a meeting in Rajya Sabha. So
Okay.
they have been uh, restricted from entering into the Rajya Sabha, and it was very much highlighted case of like it was shared 2012. I don't remember the case names and the member, the person's name, but then yes, it was in limelights during those times. Okay, sharing links to pornographic movies on any social media platform, including WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any social media app is prohibited. So I feel Modi government has, by putting a ban on pornographic videos, ha- only has tried to level down the child pornography, as I personally feel this because the child pornography is such, because the children have access to the smartphones, laptops, and due to this online class and due to this lockdown thing, everything has ruined. And moreover, you might be shocked if I tell you, from 2020 sorry 2019 to 2021, the rate of child pornography has increased from 5% to 95%. So just think what the child of this young age people are doing
Yeah.
during the lockdown. Just see, the lockdown was from like March, I guess, March 2019. March 2019. From March to April, the reports are from March to April. It had increased from 5 to 95%. So just see the amount of the percentage increase. So just by, so this is the basic reason why the government has put a ban on pornography. That's all.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. This was a very knowledgeable session. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with the viewers. And thank you so much for taking out time for this session. It was a great opportunity for me as well to have this interactive session with you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.